Major upcoming oil and gas projects in Africa. Hello explorers, welcome to another informative video presented to you by Explore, and thanks for watching. In this video, we shall discuss major upcoming oil and gas projects in Africa. Africa's current oil and gas landscape is vastly different compared to yesterday's statistics by far. The significant resources found across the continent, coupled with a relatively low price environment, have made it a prime region for investments both from local and international sources. As African governments open up development opportunities and companies invest heavily in new areas, a wealth of potential has opened in the oil and gas sectors, which investors are not holding back their investments at all. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Though only currently producing 4% of the world's oil, the continent has huge untapped potential and plenty of natural resources to explore. A total of 70 crude and natural gas projects were expected to start up in sub-Saharan Africa alone between 2019 and 2025. Amongst these, here are the major upcoming oil and gas projects in Africa. Number 8. Area 4, Coral FLNG and Rovuma LNG, $4.7 billion. Area 4 contains approximately 85 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. ExxonMobil states that tens of billions of dollars are expected to be invested into creating a world-class LNG project, helping transform Mozambique into a major global energy player. Coral FLNG, operated by Mozambique Rovuma Ventures and led by Eni, is well underway, having passed FEED back in 2017. The Reef Consortium of Technip, JGC, SHI, are constructing the vessel in South Korea. When complete, it will travel down to Mozambique and start production from the gas field Coral South in Area 4. ExxonMobil is leading construction and operation of the Rovuma LNG facility, and this will process the gas from the Mamba complex in Area 4, offshore Mozambique. Other benefits predicted from the project's success include delivering significant revenue to Mozambique's economy and new industrial opportunities. Construction alone will create 5,000 local jobs and promote skills development, with local workers set to receive 2 million hours of training in total. Number 7. Namibe Refinery Complex, $12 billion. An investment vehicle set up by two Russian groups and local partners proposed in 2017 a new 400,000 barrel per day refinery to be built in Namibe, Angola. The planned complex will have a staged construction with a refinery and rail link to be built in the first phase, along with integrated infrastructure, and followed by the construction and management of a residential area and power plant. The first phase will include the production of 28,000 barrels of refined oil within 3.5 years and 364,000 barrels per day in the final phase within 11 years. The project partners laid the first stone in July 2017 and is expected to start up in 2028. Number 6. Etan and Zabazaba oil fields, $13.5 billion. The Etan and Zabazaba fields are located in the deep water OPL 245 block in the Gulf of Guinea off the coast of Nigeria. In water depths of 1,200 meters to 2,400 meters, the fields together contain up to 500 million barrels of oil equivalent, with additional exploration upside to be investigated in future years. The Etan field was the first discovery back in 2005, when the Etan 1X discovery well was drilled to a total depth of 4,575 meters in 1,720 meters of water and logged 120 meters of hydrocarbon-bearing sands. Zabazaba was discovered in 2007, 40 kilometers from Etan on the other side of a subsea canyon. An integrated development project is being jointly launched by Eni and Shell, with plans to use the Zabazaba FPSO to tap both fields in a phased development. The FPSO will spread moored with a capacity of 120,000 barrels per day. Number 5. Dangote Refinery and Polypropylene Plant, $14 billion. Nigerian-based Dangote Group, Africa's largest industrial conglomerate, are developing a major downstream facility in Nigeria's Lekki Free Trade Zone. The 650,000 barrel per day oil refinery will produce 153,000 barrels per day of gasoline, 104,000 barrels per day of diesel, 73,000 barrels per day of jet fuel, and 4,109 barrels per day of LPG, and also 12,300 barrels per day of fuel oil. It will be able to process different grades of crude oil, including shale oil. Construction is underway, with the refinery thought to be 75% complete and the petrochemical unit 60% complete. The completed refinery will include a crude oil distillation unit, a single-train residual fluid catalytic cracking unit, diesel hydrotreating, continuous catalyst regeneration unit, alkylation unit, polypropylene unit, utilities and offsites, including a captive power plant and infrastructure for a single-point mooring terminal for crude oil and product handling. The plant will also include a fertilizer unit, and the first production is due to begin in 2021, with full capacity expected to be reached halfway through the year. Number 4. Mozambique LNG Project, $15 billion. Mozambique LNG is a massive undertaking that will shape the country's economic future, creating thousands of jobs over several years. A consortium including Total, Mitsui & Co., ONGC, ENH, Bharat Petro Resources, PTTEP and Oil India Limited are involved in this development, with Total leading the project after taking over Anadarko's 26.5% interest in September 2019. The project will involve a staged construction process beginning with a two-train liquefaction plant with a capacity of 12.9 million tons per year. Two LNG storage tanks, each with a capacity of 180,000 cubic meters, will also be constructed. More than 60 trillion cubic feet of gas resources are thought to be in place already, to be developed by these initial trains. Subsequent phases are being considered, which would see the addition of extra trains to increase the volume of LNG that could be exported from the facility. A final investment decision was reached in June 2019, and it is hoped that the project will come online by 2024. The initial construction, operation, and maintenance stages are expected to create 15,000 jobs. Number 3. Ogidigben Gas Revolution Industrial Park, GRIP, $20 billion. A downstream refinery and petrochemical complex known as the Gas Revolution Industrial Park, GRIP, has been long planned for Ogidigben in the Delta region of Nigeria. The complex is fully owned by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) and will include a batch of new chemical plants that use Nigeria's abundant natural gas as a feedstock. 18 trillion cubic feet of gas reserves are located in the nearby Odidi, Okan and Forcados fields, all located within a 50-kilometer radius. Further gas will be supplied by Nigeria's most dominant gas pipeline network, ELPS. Chemical plants, refineries, petrochemical plants, fertilizer factories and aluminium plants are all to be constructed, generating 250,000 direct and indirect jobs. The project has seen a series of delays with security challenges, given as a primary reason by the Nigerian government. However, current State Minister for Petroleum Resources, Chief Temipre Silva, has given assurances that the project will go ahead as planned. Number 2. Rovuma LNG Liquefaction Plant, $22.5 billion. Mozambique's Rovuma LNG project is one of the top oil and gas projects to watch in 2020, and a project for which Feecrofts are recruiting engineering professionals. Africa's largest ever private project is being operated by ExxonMobil and is part of a series of major projects set to transform the country's natural gas industry over the next 5 years. The Rovuma LNG facility will have an initial cost of $500 million for construction of the initial 2 liquefaction trains and associated onshore facilities, with further construction due after. It is expected that each train will output 8.2 million tons of LNG per year, with an operation span of at least 30 years. A final investment decision on the project is expected by the end of 2020, with production due to begin in 2025. Number 1. Tanzania LNG Liquefaction, $30 billion. The Tanzania Liquefied Natural Gas Project, TLNGP, also known as Likongo Mchinga Liquefied Natural Gas Project, LMLNGP, has since been the country's first gas discovery in 2010. It is believed that Tanzania's proven natural gas reserves totals 57 trillion cubic feet, with a further 29.5 trillion cubic feet located far offshore. Plans were made for the construction of an LNG liquefaction facility spanning 5,119 acres in Likongo village, outside the town of Lindi. 2 LNG trains are to be constructed initially at the facility, each with a capacity of 5 million tons per annum. It is expected that up to 5 trains could be constructed in total. A gas pipeline to Uganda was also announced in May 2016. The project has been delayed several times due to governmental complications, But then, the owners, Equinor, Shell, ExxonMobil, Ophir Energy and Pavin Energy, continued to make development plans. In May of last year, the government announced plans to begin construction in 2022, with the facility coming online in 2028. There you have it, explorers. Those were major upcoming oil and gas projects in Africa. Thanks for watching this video, and if you did enjoy this video, do well to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.